Welcome to Build Stuff. BS features products and processes used in the crafting of custom motorcycles. BS also highlights builders' projects to share ideas and inspire others. Build Stuff episodes aren't scheduled, so don't forget to subscribe to Speed and Color, then turn on notifications so you don't miss any BS.
Hey, how you doing? I know I haven't been doing a ton of updates. It's been a busy couple of weeks. I've been all over the place. Toronto twice and whatever. But I'm back at it here in the garage now. Just thought I'd do a little bit of an update on the XS650 here. Really digging the work that I'm doing on the front of the frame. I think I've decided on a hardtail. I'm gonna update you on that soon. But I think I've decided which kit I'm going with and how I'm doing it. So I'm trying, before the weather goes really sour on me, I'm trying to get all this grinding done and get most of it done outside where it doesn't make a mess of my shop and everything. So I'm working away on this. I love this area up here. I love the cleanliness now with those big ugly gussets and gas tank mounts and everything gone. And you know, it's so cleaned up, and without that silly bar coming across here that you mount the coils on and stuff. And I know what everybody's going to tell me, oh, but all that stuff adds strength. Well, yes, it does. I get it. I know it does. But this is about art, and I think there's going to be enough strength up here when I'm done that it's not going to be an issue. I don't really need that bar across here. Top motor mounts, what I'm going to do here, talking to Jeff at Perth County, he doesn't run a top motor mount on his XS650. He says there's a lot of guys who don't, and I get that, and that's fine, that's great. I thought about not running one, but I think now that I've got this so cleaned up, I can probably just make a couple real simple, just out of tubing, small tubing, not real small, but you know, let's say 3/4 of an inch, 5/8 maybe, tubing to come down and meet those two mount plates on the top of the engine. So I think I'm going to tie that in, because the engine, once it's bolted in place, really is somewhat of a structural member and is going to give me some extra strength that way. So it's probably not a bad idea to have the top tied in. As far as the front here, I'm trying to work out a gusset, see what I want to do. I don't think I want to do the typical gussets on the side here. I just really like the openness that I'm seeing here, and the way these tubes are finished and the way I'm grinding the welds down. This will be really smooth, really classy. I think it's going to really show off the paint nicely. So I'm doing everything I can to keep that as clean in there as I can. While I was down at Perth County Moto, we filmed an episode of Speed and Color with Jeff down there. So, you know, stand by. I'm working on editing that. It'll be up here soon. But while I was there, I got looking at gas tanks. Perth County, I should say, keeps a great stock of gas tanks. Wyatt Gatling stuff, really, really nice. They got a great stock of them there. I got looking at gas tanks there. Found a style that I really like, this narrow, tall Sportster deal. Thought this was really cool. You know, I compared Jeff's price at Perth County, and, you know, compared to the US, the difference in what I was paying at Perth County wasn't even in the difference in the dollar. Like, I would have paid more exchange buying it out of the US, forget shipping and everything else. And this I was able to throw in my suitcase. I wrapped a couple shirts around it to keep it safe, and brought it back in the suitcase with me on the airplane. So that all worked out. This is the tank, and this has determined some of the other styling that's going to go along. So I love this swoopy look, and that tells me I think I'm going to run rabbit ear handlebars. See if almost old school, sorry about that. Graham at Almost Old School. I'm going to see what he can do about a set of bars that will harmonize with this tank, that'll go well with the angles here. We'll do something a little bit taller. So with the bars, I'm trying to figure out something for the sissy bar and the exhaust that will give both of them that swoopy appearance, whether it swoops up or swoops down. But we'll try and keep this kind of line going with a lot of stuff. So that's where I'm headed right now. Like I say, I think I've decided on the hardtail. I'll know here this weekend what I'm going to do there. Finish cleaning up this frame, grinding down the welds, smoothing everything out as much as I can so it's minimal filler work. Get it ready and get the hardtail here in the next couple of weeks and start welding this thing up. Pretty excited about where it's going. Found all kinds of good stuff at Perth County Moto. Jeff can put together wheel kits and different things for me and answered a lot of questions. Shout out to Jeff. Great job, man. Really appreciate you. It was good to see your bike and get some ideas from that as well. Man, we are right into this. We're giving her Bad Living Roadshow. I'm doing my best. I am going to try and be there. And last night at the Ill-Fated Customs end of season party, and EOTS, end of the season. Anyway, it doesn't matter. At their party last night, they had some bikes on display, and Karen went out and saw an XS650 with a paint job there, and she called me over and she said, I really like that paint job. So I'm not going to copy it. I don't like copying people's work, but I've always liked, let's just say I've always liked ribbons, and that's kind of where that paint job is going. So it gave me some really good ideas. Color's still red, but now I know what I'm going to do for a design, for a pattern. And that's going to be really cool. And it's going to make Karen happy. And keeping Karen happy is really, really important. So that'll keep her on track. We'll be all good. Hey, thanks for watching Build Stuff. Be back with more updates. Like I say, I apologize for being off air here for a couple of weeks, but these things happen when you're still trying to work full time and everything. Thanks for being here. Don't forget to subscribe, turn on those notifications, because BS can happen anytime, and you don't want to miss our BS.